So in this session, we will mostly discuss about the writing user script and the gadgets. So here is the outline of the workshop. So first, we will just understand like what basic of the user scripts and the gadgets, and then I will do a little bit of an introduction to JavaScript and jQuery, and then we will have little bit of uh, hands-on activities, just like the modifying. Kashyap, can you mute yourself because like I'm hearing my own voice. So yeah, then we will have the some hands-on activities about like this DOM document object model through jQuery and JavaScript, and then we will have these hands-on activities about like MediaWiki configuration and just some of the JavaScript modules. So like this session is about the user script. So firstly, we need to know like what is the JavaScript, what is the user script. So user script are just program written in the JavaScript for use on the wiki by user. So user script nothing but like the just you can say like that there are some snippets for the like piece of code written in the JavaScript that user can put in their page and activate few things like the dynamic functionality. If you know, like after the HTML and CSS load, only JavaScript are allowed to do manipulation on the HTML tags in the web. So this is the like flow. Like once the page will be load on the web browser, so only JavaScript can manipulate that. And what does it mean by the manipulation? Like color change, or like if user click on some button, so what like error or the alert we want to show. So all these kinds of things are done by the JavaScript. So user script is nothing but just like the some programs written in the JavaScript that user can put in their own wiki page. So here are two things, like what is the difference between the wiki gadget and the wiki user script. So there is not a major difference. So gadgets are nothing but user scripts, but it is installed on the wiki for a wider users. Wiki user can enable the gadget through the special preferences page without any copy paste. So what does it mean? So like if you write this some user script in the JavaScript, but it is providing very good functionality, but like a lot of community members want to use that on the wiki. So what the community do is that they take the user script and make them as a gadget so that everyone can use that without copy pasting the code. So gadgets are the user script that are installed for wider uses so that other community members can just enable that without like copy paste. So currently, like the only interface admins on the wiki can install the user script as a gadget. So like as a normal user, you can just use the user script, not the gadget. Some of the examples are the QR code generators. So this is the script is a good example of the user script. So what it do is that it adds a one button called like generate QR code in the sidebar. And if someone click on that, it will generate the QR code of the current page URL, and it will allow users to download. So you can see that the like here, if you see the interface on a wiki page, main page, when user click on the generate QR code, so it is created the QR code, and in the bottom it is showing like two things, like the download PNG file or like back to page. So yeah, so since this user script is not very useful for all the users, so it is not installed as a gadget, but it can be installed. So it is depending on the user script to user script. If their user is wide, then it will be installed as a gadget. Then another example of the user script are the hotcat. So what hotcat is do on every page at the bottom, it allows you to type some category name, and it will give you the suggestion like what are the category already present on the wiki, and you can just choose that category from the suggestion box, and it will automatically add the category in the page. without editing the page. So what is the normal way? Normal way is to just you will click on the edit button to edit the page, and you have to put some tags at the bottom of the page to add the category. So this is the normal way. But with the hotcat, what you can do, you can just directly go at the bottom of the page without editing it, and just put the some character of the category. It will show the suggestion like these are the categories are available. You can just like select the category, and it will automatically add that category to the page without being added the page. So this user script is very famous, and like on every second user use this to add the category. So it becomes so much famous that it has been installed as the gadget on the many wikis. And the third example is the navigation pop-up. So like if you are reading one page and there are some links, so you don't want to open that link in new tab or like going to that page, but instead you want like the overview of that page. So there is a one user script or the gadget you can say. So what it allows is if you take your cursor to some link, so it will show the some kind of brief or the overview of the page. So you can see here like there will be one box pop up, and it will show like the summary or the like you can say the like first paragraph of the page. So that without opening the page or like uh, opening the page in the new tab or like on current tab, you can just take a overview of the that page just by like moving the cursor on that link. So this is also very useful user script. So it becomes so famous that like community installed this navigation pop-up as a gadget. So I hope like the now user get the like idea of the what are the user scripts and the gadgets. If anyone has any doubt, just please raise the hand and I will try to solve that. Anybody? Okay, it seems nobody has any doubt, so I can go ahead. So now, before like writing the user script, we should know like the basic of the JavaScript. So JavaScript is the programming language of the HTML and the web. It is mostly used for DOM manipulation. So DOM manipulation, just I uh, told you earlier that like whenever the page loads, so HTML CSS load in the browser, and after that anything you want to change or can be done through the JavaScript. So yeah, JavaScript allow you to DOM manipulation. DOM manipulation is document object model. So, but like nowadays, like JavaScript is also used in the backend as well as a Node.js or like a lot of Dino.js. So initially, JavaScript is just for the front end, but now like people are used this as a like backend as well. So in this session, we will mostly cover the basic functions of the JavaScript. So first of all, like how we can create the like variables. So variables are just like the container for storing the data values. So here you can see like for creating a variable, we have this var keyword, var, and then we can put the name of the variable. Like here in first example, I put pi, and then we have to put the equal and then the value of the variable. So here in first example, what we are saying that create a variable of pi, which value is 3.14. In the same way, in second example, what we are saying like the create a variable name person, which has the value of John Doe. So and third example, there is a like the variable with the name of answer, and it has the value of yes, I am. So let me show you the just 1 second. So here we are on a test Wikipedia page. I'm sharing that link to in chat. So test wiki is like the we can use this wiki site as a like to do any test, because this is a test wiki. So nobody will be like get banned here for doing experiment. If you do something like changing content on the English Wikipedia or like the Telugu Wikipedia, the community might warn you to not doing any test, or like they maybe ban you. So the safest thing is to do any experiment on the test wikis, because the test wiki is created for this only, so that user can test there's some of the functionality before putting on the main wiki. So here you can log in with your credential that you have created before for like the MediaWiki account, MediaWiki or Wikipedia. Any if you created the any account on the English Wikipedia or Telugu Wikipedia, you can just log in here with that credential. So after on test Wikipedia, I'm in a Mac, so I don't know like which keys will be for Linux or the Windows. For Mac user, you can put like command, option, and then I to open the console. So here is the console. Console is the like the JavaScript sandbox. Here, whatever you will put, uh, like whatever the JavaScript you will put on the this console, it will be vanish after just refreshing the page. So we can use this console window as a like a test bed. So I don't know like how to open in the Windows. You can just search in a tab like how to open the developer console in Mac or the Linux. For Mac user, it is just command, option, and I. So in first example, we learned about the creating the variable. So here I'm creating C var and then the pi and equal and then 3.14. So now this means like variable has been created. Yeah. So if I do the console.log and then ask to print the pi value, so you can see the pi value is coming 3.14. In the same way, if I create a variable what person and if I say kkk, and now if I print this console.log and person, so you can see that that variable's value kkk came. So in that way, we can just create a multiple variable. Now, second thing is to write the function. So function in a JavaScript is just like a function in general is just like a block of code designated to perform a particular task. So you have maybe you have seen like a lot of function like the sum function or multiplication function. So this is the same way. If you see in this example, I'm showing like creating a function. So first you have to start with the function keyword, and then you have to write the name of the function. Here, if you see, my function is there, and here it is accepting two arguments, p1 and p2. So p1 and p2 is the like the argument. It will be like when we will call this function, we have to pass those value into function so that it comes as a parameter. So here, if you see, we pass the p1 and p2 as argument, and here we can use that as a we can use those values. So here what I'm doing, I'm returning a new value with the multiplication of the p1 and p2. So you can say like the here my function is equal to multiplication, because what it's doing, like it is taking two argument p1 and p2, and it's just like multiplying them and returning to back wherever the function will call. Now you can see there are some function that is built in, just like the console.log to print some message or the variable value. So, and second is like the alert, in which there will be pop-up came and with the message, and it will ask like the OK button or something. Same way, like there are window dot open. It used to open the like link in a new tab. And fourth one is the set interval. It is just like a function will be run into some of the interval, and interval is given to in millisecond. So let me show you the demo for these things. So as I already used this console.log, so many of you already have the idea of what to do. Whatever we will put here, it will print. You can see that. And if we have a variable, we can print the variable as well. Second function was the alert. So alert, what it do? It alert will like make a pop-up and will ask to click on OK or the cancel. So I can say this is alert box. So if I enter, so you can see now the one pop-up has been came that this is alert, and here it is just like have the OK button. So if click on the OK, so it will disappear. In the same way, like if I want to open the Google Map link into new tab from this current tab, so what I need to do, Windows dot open, and if I paste my link here and run this code by entering, so you can see that it opened the new tab and opened the link. You can see here. And the last is the set interval. So set interval, what it do? It take the function. So here I'm writing just a walk function, like I am console, and then we have to pass the interval. So if I want to set like this function should run in a 1 second, so we can just put like the 100 millisecond. So if you see, this is like running on every second, 6, 7, 8. Since the text is same, so it is like printing the same text again and again. But if but you will get the idea. Like if we pass the like 1000 millisecond, which is equal to 1 second, it will be run this function on every 1 second. In developer console, I can say like all the work you do will be go vanish once you refresh the page. So it is this sandbox. Hope these four functions, you got the idea of the four function. I just want to know, that if anyone has any doubt or something. I will wait for 5 more seconds. If someone has any doubt, they can ask me.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, if you can ask, or if you can type in a chat window.
Yeah, okay. So if you have any doubt, you can just put in the chat box. So I can take that after that. So now I have introduced to the JavaScript. Now there is a one more thing here. It is a jQuery. So JavaScript is the like the pure version. Like JavaScript, we have this vanilla JavaScript, which is like compared to other library and the package, it is little bit hard. So jQuery has been introduced in 2006, 2006. So jQuery is an open source JavaScript library. It greatly simplifies JavaScript programming, and it is easy to learn. So JavaScript is widely famous with its philosophy of write less, do more, and it is represented by the dollar sign. So here, like what jQuery is doing, it is just like making us to write less code instead of like having long code. It is just simplifying. For example, like you can see in a JavaScript, if you need to like select any element, so you have to write like document dot get element by id, and then you have to put the like id in the quotation. But on the other hand, if it is in a jQuery, so you can just need to put like one dollar sign and bracket and the id with the hash. And here all the same, like if you want to catch some events, like the in JavaScript you have a click event or like mouse event or keyboard event. So there will be a lot of events we will discuss later, but like you got the idea. Like uh, if we want to attach some callback function to some event, so it is very long in the JavaScript, but on the jQuery you just need to have like dollar selector and then action. I will show you everything. Just don't worry. So first basic thing is the selector. Like first, before performing any action on the any element, we need to select that element, right? It is a basic thing. So although there are many types of selector, like the tag selector, parent of child, or the child of parent selector, like there is a lot of combination of these selectors, but broadly we use two selector most. First is the id selector, and second is the class selector. So id selector use the id attribute of an html tag to find the specific element, and we use hash notation for it. On the other hand, if you see the class selector, it is like the used to select all the elements of the class, which is using the class attribute in the HTML tag. So we use the dot notation for it. So example, you can see that the dollar, then the bracket, and in the between the quotation, we putting the hash in the ID, and for class, we are putting the dot. So here is the basic structure of the like jQuery. So first we put the dollar and then document dot get uh, ready, and we have this callback function. So we use this code so that like the any code we put on the our user script should not run before the document is ready. So you can think about a situation like your JavaScript is running before the HTML being paint on the browser. So in that case, if you're selecting some element, so most probably that won't be available on the HTML document. So it can give the error. So this is the practice, general practice, that first allow to page to load and then make any changes on the DOM manipulation. Yeah, so if everyone is logging here, on your top like top of the page, you will find your username. So if you click on your username, and after the username, you in the address bar, you just need to put common.js. So here your name will be there, username, and slash common.js. So what the like in wiki, we allow to put the JavaScript only users common.js page. So if you want to run any JavaScript, you have to put your code into this page. So let me edit the page. And as we have this thing, uh, boilerplate code, we have to put first that into this page. Here what we are saying that hey jQuery means dollar document dot get ready means when the document is ready, run this function. So if you see, if I remove the function, it is like the completely just bracket. And if I put my function back, so it will be have this function. So here I can say console dot log, and here I put like my common dot js is working. And yeah, let me give this space. So once I will save the page, you can see I put my code here. So if I open the console, you can see here like my common .js is working. Why? Because like I put it my this console.log statement here in common.js. So whatever we put inside here, like in this function, will be run and will execute. Since I just put the console.log, so here we are seeing the console log. Now, how we will do the manipulation on the DOM manipulation. So let me open the any random page. Let me open the main page. So here we discuss two things. Like there is a ID selector and the class selector. So for element, any element you want to do something like DOM manipulation, first what you should do is that like you should right click on that and inspect the element. Like here I want to see this heading. So if I go here and right click on that, you will find a one option that is inspect. So if you click on inspect, there will be like this HTML code will appear. If you see carefully, this span tag has this class mw minus or hyphen page hyphen title hyphen main. So that means if I want to select this page, this element, what I need to do, I have to take this class. So just right click on the spec and then copy the class value. So here, if you see for class, we have to use the dot notation. So for jQuery dollar and then bracket open close. In between that, we have a quotation. In quotation, we want to use the class. So for class, we have dot and then the value. For this element, it's the value is the imw hyphen page hyphen title hyphen main. So if I do right, so you can see that it is giving the element. So after this, we can do a lot of action on this. Like if I want to hide, just I can do hide. You can see it is being hide. If I do show, it is being show. Like if I want to change the styles, I can do the CSS and like color and then the red. So you can see that the color has been changed to red. Why? Because here we are selecting the element and then applying some CSS. But if you see, like I did everything into Java, this console, developer console. So if I just do the refresh, everything will go. Nothing will be permanent, and the color will be like restored to black. Because why? Because all the code we write into console are get vanish after just refreshing. So where we need to put, if you want to put the some code that we want to run every time, we need to put in our common.js. So here, if I edit the page and put the same code like dollar and then selecting the element and putting the CSS. And if I save the change, now you can see this is being read. In the same way, if I open, you can see it has been changed to red. Instead of red, I can use the other as well, like let's say green. Yeah, so you can see like the color has been changed to green. Yeah, green is appearing. And you can check this on any pages. See, so what we have learned here, first we want to put this document.ready function, and in which we can pass our callback function, which will be run once the document will be ready. And once in the function, we can put our any code. I hope like the ID and class selector will be like you got the idea what are the like ID and class selector. For ID selector, you just need to push the hash instead of the dot. This is the basic structure we covered. Yeah, so this is the hands-on activity we did, right? So first like selecting element, then inspecting on that and copying their ID or the class, and did the like the hide. Let me do again for you. Let's say you want to hide this thing. How you can do? First go inspect the element. Here after inspecting, you will find the like the a lot of things. If you want to hide the whole thing, you can see that here is the like ID's first heading. So if I go in the console, putting dollar for jQuery and quotation in quotation, since we are using the ID, we put the hash and then the value of the ID, which is first heading. And if we do hide and run the function, it will hide the heading. If I do the show, it will show the element. So this was the like one hands-on activity. So like the hide and show, there are a lot of other jQuery action as well, like fade in, fade out, to just make content visible or the invisible, like slide up, slide down, animate. CSS we have already covered to change the color of the element. Then text, append, or the like prepend. So let me show you the uses. Uh, mm, yeah. So, yeah. So here we can see we have some content. So if I inspect, so here the ID is IMW hyphen content hyphen text. So we can copy this ID. Now what we need to do for jQuery, put the dollar and the bracket, and in the quotation, since it is the ID, just put the hash and the value, which is MW my hyphen content hyphen text. So here we can do the lot of actions like the hide, which I already show multiple times. It all the content has been hide, and I can do show as well. Uh, Same as this, we have other action as well, like the fade out, fade out. So you can see the text has been fade out. If I do fade in, and here we can pass the time as well. Like if I want to appear all the content in 2 seconds, so 2000 millisecond. So you can see all the content is coming like in a fade in effect. If I want to hide this, just fade out, and I am increasing the time to 3 seconds. So the text will be go disappear slowly, slowly. So see, this is so simple. In jQuery, that is why like people use the jQuery because it is very easy to use. In same way, I can just do the fade in, which will make the text visible little slow. After fade in, we can use the slide in, slide down as well. So just 2 seconds and slide up. I think, yeah, you can see that all the content has been collapsed as a slide. If I do slide down, see, everything is opening in the like the with the slide in animation. Then CSS I already show. Uh, like after element, you can put the CSS, and then you say color, comma, and you can say anything orange. So you can see that all the text has been converted into orange color. This is so simple. Likewise, we have a text. Text is just to change the content in between. Like for here, if you see, this is the portal. If I want to change the text of it, I will go inspect. I will take their class name, come to here, dollar dot class, and then I can just set the text to, hey, wiki. So what it will do, it will change the content. So you can see, hey, wiki, instead of the like real title of the page. So dot text is used to change the content between the element. Likewise, they has the append, prepend, a lot of jQuery action is there. You can learn more about by yourself. We can't like cover all this action in this session, so it is better if you can just like go to official documentation. Yeah, so now it is a like jQuery events. So what the jQuery events? So like an event is a represent as a precise movement when something is happening. For example, like mouse is moving on any element or clicking the element. So these all we can say the are the events. So in JavaScript, we mostly catch those event and run our function. So here, what we are saying, the function will fire once user will click on the element. So if the selector is the same as, but if dot click, if we put and pass the one function, so that function will be run once the user will click on that element. So likewise, the click, there are other events as well, like the mouse enter, hover, double click. I think this I already covered. So we initially we use the developer console, which is which is a sandbox, uh, but the code will no longer run after refreshing the page. So there are three ways to run the code permanently. First, either you can put in your personal common.js or the global.js. So there are two pages, like one is the common.js and second is the global.js. You can put any of them. For global.js, you have to put on the meta wiki only. So here is the like the media wiki configuration. So till now, what we have learned is the very general. Like it is nothing to be related to the wiki. So means like the you can select the element, run the action in the jQuery on any uh, page. It doesn't need to be a wiki page or something. But now here are the few things that are tightly bind to the media wiki configuration. For example, like this imw.config.get and then the page name. So how this will return the page name of the wiki, but it is not a functionality of other sites, right? This is the functionality specific to the media wiki sites, which is media wikis. So here we can see, like if we copy this code and come here on the page. So if I put the code here, you can see it is giving the page name to us, which is same as this page name. Likewise, there is a one more function that is db name, I think. Yeah. So here, if you see db name, it is given test wiki because this is the test wiki. This value will be changed based on the like which wiki is that. Like if you will be on English Wikipedia, so it will be like English wiki, the db name. Likewise, there are so many configuration. For example, like if you want to know the current user, so you just need to put the WG username, and if you see, it is showing the Jay Prakash 12345. And if I go to on other wiki and put it here, oh here I'm also logging, so it will show the same. But I think on Wikitech, yeah, so on Wikitech I'm not logging. So if you see, it is showing null because I'm not logging here. If a user will be logged it will return the this their username. See, Jayaprakash 12345, and here Jayaprakash 12345. There are others like user count. So if I come here on test wiki and if I put this mw.config.get and this wg user edit content, it is showing I edit 19 times on this wiki. But if I go on English Wikipedia, if I log in there, okay, yeah. So if I do the same thing here, mw dot config dot get, and if I put this variable, so here it is showing 295. If I go on Hindi Wikipedia, mw dot config dot get and the name of the variable. So here you can see 10,000, almost like 11,000 edits on the Hindi Wikipedia. So in this way, like we can get the user edit, like user count, edit count, user name, or the page name, or like the DB name. DB name is the like what are the on which wiki you are working. So likewise, like there are a lot of this configuration variable, which is starting with the WG. You can use any of them. Here is a list of all the variables. So if you come to this page, which I'm sharing the chat. So if you come on this, so you will find this a lot, like WG article path, wiki ID, DB name, which we covered, namespace ID, server names, server, is article or not, is editable or not, what is the namespace of the page, page name. A lot of you will find here, like user related, like user edit count, user group, user ID, user language, user name, and user registration. So like if I want to know like when I got registered, so I can just come to page and do the same thing. mw dot config dot get and putting the this wg user registration. So it is giving me the time in the epoch format. So you have to convert this epoch format to some readable, which you can use like through the date object. Likewise, there is a notification mod. Okay, yeah. So after the configuration, there are some modules as well. Like configuration is to take the data, but like if there are some functionality that is uh, that we have create a package called the like modules, we can use those modules as well. For example, like for notification purpose, we use this mw.notify. For storage purpose, we use this MediaWiki.storage module. So here, let me show you this some example of these modules. If I come on this page and if I run this mw.notify, you can see that notification appears here. This is the notification. And sorry. If I show you the second example here, we are saying the make a notification with the text test and auto hide is false. So until we won't click, it will not be disappear. Like generally this notification disappears after 3 seconds or something. So here, if I clicking on that, then it is going to disappear. This is the like the normal version. We can use some other as well, like the error one, by passing this error object. So if I run this code, so you can see that the notification appears in the red box. So this is the error kind of type. Likewise, some modules are like to parse image URL or the validate email or escape regex. So like there are a lot of modules function is there. So you can go by your own to see like what is useful for you, like MediaWiki.util. So if I show this, if I run this code, so maybe I can explain this example as well. So here, if you see, these are the we say the portal links. So if I run this code, it should add the portal. Okay, we have to give the portal ID, href, and everything. So maybe in the next demo I'm giving. No, so here I have to give everything. And this will be the link, http google.com, and this could be a text. Go to Google. Here you need to find the way to have this ID, portal ID. For tools, the portal ID. Yeah, portal ID PT tab. So if you see here, the go to Google option is appearing in the tool section. What we did, we just like first saying that the load this thing, MediaWiki util, and then add the this one portal link. What it has, P tab is to like append in this tool section, and this is the link, and this is a text. So go to the Google. So if you see here, go to the Google. If I click on go to Google, it will take me to Google, because what I put as a link is that https google.com. So in this way, we can add the links to the portlet. And after for like this is it for like this current training, because like this is the just till the intermediate. And if you want to learn more about this, so you can be do the one follow up with this OUI and the MediaWiki APIs. I think API section session will happen or already happened, I think. But like this, through this API this Wikimedia dot API modules can provide you a way to call the APIs through the JavaScript. And OUI is the like is a like kind of uh, user interface library, we can say, in which like we have this button, form, dialog, etc. So these are the some tasks that you can do after this workshop. So thank you everyone for being here till now. These are the some of my information. If you want to connect me, my email is the zerofreerunning@gmail.com. And if you want to ask something on the wiki, so you can just go on MetaWiki and put the like users colon Jayaprakash 12345. And if you want to ask any question on LinkedIn, you can just go to LinkedIn and try to search Jayaprakash 12345. Thank you, everyone. Everyone, over to you, Kashyap.
Okay. So let me, yeah. So, thank you so much, Mr. Jay Prakash, for your really beginner-friendly and very in-depth session on JavaScript and scripting in general with Wikipedia. I think as big as all developers, we found the info in the session quite informative and helpful as well, and we hope it will help us make our own scripts as well in the future. So with this, I would like to thank you once again for coming to the session and hosting this. Now, to the participants also, I would like to point out that tomorrow we have a session on MediaWiki databases, which again will start on like from 7 p.m. So I would like to request all of the participants to please